In January of this year, I was still in Las Vegas, Nevada, preparing for my trip to South Korea. I had spoken on intentions to take part in a lesser-known sport that you all know, Strongman. Strongman has opened me up to so many opportunities. This video is a video to highlight some of those opportunities over the past year. When I got to South Korea, there was a competition going on. Turns out it was a strongman competition, and it was being held by my soon-to-be trainer and friend, Matthew. He told me to meet him next Saturday at 10, and we will train. The following Saturday, I lifted about a 545-pound yoke off the ground. I say about because it was gross. And I was immediately hooked. The next Saturday after that, I started pulling vehicles and decided that I would start a YouTube channel to document what I'm doing in the sport. This YouTube channel. After that day, my training really took off. My maxes increased like crazy, and I started gaining more confidence in lifting and figuring out what my body could really handle. In September, I decided to fully dedicate myself to this channel, and I started to upload weekly videos covering workouts and some behind the scenes. A competition popped up, seemingly out of nowhere, and I knew I had to get into it and prove to myself that I'm the real deal. I trained harder than ever before. I did conditioning, a diet change, and more conditioning. I had to make it to the lower weight class. I just wasn't strong enough. I battled back and foot injuries leading to the competition. And 3 weeks before the competition, I finally trained the log press, which was the opening event. With 1 week left, we did a dry run, and I did well, but not as well as I had hoped. At that point, there was nothing I could do except to relax and recover. It was really nerve-wracking. During this final week before the competition, the Traveling Strongman made its debut. I love traveling, and I wanted to bring you guys along throughout my travels in South Korea. I also wanted to show you that I'm not just a fitness YouTuber, I'm more.
Did someone say witness?
How? I thought you were dead. I saw the video.
Dead? No, I'm alive. What are you doing?
I'm filming my year in review video. You're interrupting it. Hang on, guys. I need to cut the camera. Let me figure this out. You're ruining this video. I told you not to come around anymore. That was before you died. This is why no one likes you.
Well, that's not very nice. I thought you said my name. Cab already left.
Fine.
I don't have a way home.
You can stay. Just sit there and be quiet. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what's happening. Anyway. Where was I? Okay, so in the traveling video, I filmed a cinematic intro to the video, and I got a lot of compliments on how it was made. And it really pushed me to start making better content, even if it took a little extra time to produce. We traveled to Gyeongbuk Palace, and I really had a blast seeing all of the old buildings and historical areas. That's kind of something that I really enjoy. I love history, so it was definitely special for me.
Me too.
On the day of the competition, I had one goal other than to win, and that was to capture the event and do the athletes justice. What better way than to do it sports broadcast style? I didn't know this. I didn't know I was going to do a sports broadcast style video until I got home and started editing it. This is still my leading fitness video. I think right now it has 168 views. It took about 55 hours to edit, but it was well worth it. At the end of the day, I took home second place, but I crushed my foot during the competition, and that took me out of commission for a while. I could only work out sitting down, and I was hobbling around on crutches for 2 weeks before I could sort of walk again. Now, fast forward 2 weeks, and I traveled to Florida. I had never been to Florida before, but I went down to visit Randy and his soon-to-be wife, now wife, to be in his wedding.
I went there once.
My family grew by many. I got to visit some beautiful places while I was there. I documented them in my 3-part series of the second installment of the Traveling Strongman.
I saw those.
During that trip, I didn't make it to the gym, but I did get to relax and spend some much-needed time away from my job. On my way back, I ended up being stranded in Los Angeles because of some issues with China that I highlighted in my recent video, They Won't Let Me Leave. But with some hard work from the American Red Cross and a very long night from myself, I found my way back to South Korea, and I was back in the gym in no time. Since I've been back in Korea, I've already put my camera to good use. I also put some new skills that I learned in Premiere Pro to the test in the last 2 videos that were released this year. So what does this mean for the upcoming year? Well, I really don't know, because he's not supposed to be here, and that might make some changes because of the last time that he took over my channel. I still haven't figured out how to delete that video. But I guess you're just gonna have to subscribe and find out what's happening in 2020.